Easy way to make $5,000 a month? Well, we need to completely rethink how you're using artificial intelligence. Today, we're breaking down the absolute most powerful method to scale your income this year, the dual engine AI workflow. We're going to transform how you approach content creation, taking you from total manual burnout to running your own streamlined automated studio. Let's get started. $242 billion. Just let that number sink in for a second. That is the massive influx of investment that poured into AI companies in the first quarter of 2026 alone. To put that into perspective, that's literally more than 4 times the amount from the exact same period last year. This is not just a passing trend, you guys. It's a tidal wave. And the best part? That money doesn't just create corporate winners. It creates massive, life-changing opportunities for everyday people who are willing to catch the wave and actually learn the right tools. But here's the catch. A recent 2026 study by Zeddy reveals that a staggering 94% of gig workers are already using AI tools. 94%. So simply firing up ChatGPT or Claude, that no longer gives you an edge. It's just the baseline. The real goal right now is to stand out from this massive crowd, not just blend in. I mean, if everyone is generating content, the winner is going to be the one generating better, highly strategic content and doing it way more efficiently. And that brings us to our anchor for today's explainer. $5,000. This is our target monthly revenue. Whether you're doing content creation for local businesses, maybe prompt engineering consulting, or AI video production, $5,000 a month is highly, highly achievable right now. But listen, you absolutely cannot hit that number by churning out generic, robotic content that sounds exactly like everyone else's. You need a rock-solid system. See, the biggest mistake creators make today is falling straight into what I call the single AI trap. When AI first exploded, our instinct was just to pick one model and force it to do everything, right? But think about it. If you force a research-heavy model to write your creative scripts, you get these robotic, totally formulaic flows. And on the flip side, if you force a creative writing model to do heavy market research, you get hallucinated facts and stale data. It's a mess. The solution is the dual-engine workflow. It's specialized, it's authentic, and it is highly orchestrated. This whole idea is summed up perfectly by a new golden rule for creators. Stop using Claude to search the web and stop using Gemini to write your stories. It really is that simple. We are building a cinematic, multi-provider architecture here. You don't just use one Swiss Army knife tool anymore. You orchestrate a handoff between the 2 most powerful models available today, giving them highly specialized studio roles.
All right, step 1, Gemini Deep Research.
Meet your new lead strategist, Google Gemini. Because of its real-time web access and deep integration into the Google ecosystem, Gemini is literally the ultimate tool for reverse engineering your competitors' strategies before you even think about pressing record. To truly grasp its sheer power, check out this number, 61 minutes. That is the length of a competitor's video that Gemini can process natively in a single prompt. It doesn't just casually skim a transcript. No, it ingests an entire hour-long video, processes it, and breaks the whole thing down for you in seconds. And during those 61 minutes, Gemini is basically interrogating the video like it's a database. You just feed it a link and it extracts the audio tracks, the visual cuts, the text flashing on the screen, the motion and pacing, and precisely where they place their call to action. It reverse engineers their entire audience retention strategy. So you get to see exactly, step by step, what is working for the top performers in your specific niche. But wait, we can actually take this a step further. Because Gemini is multimodal, you can upload a competitor's video ad, a screenshot of their landing page, and a PDF of their blog post all at the exact same time. Gemini will cross-reference all of them to spot cross-format inconsistencies. It reveals exactly where their video messaging totally contradicts their written blogs. And those inconsistencies, those are strategic weaknesses and content gaps that you can instantly exploit to offer a way better product or service. Moving on to step 2, Claude content creation. Okay, so Gemini has found our target, it's identified the gaps, and it's built a killer research outline. Now we hand that research over to your new screenwriter and director, Anthropic's Claude. Right now, Claude is absolutely, hands down, the best model for taking raw data and turning it into nuanced, natural, human-sounding prose. But you have to prompt it right. The anatomy of a perfect prompt requires you to define a role, a task, and a goal. You don't just say, hey, write a script. You tell Claude, act as a senior copywriter, turn this Gemini research into a YouTube script to maximize viewer retention and drive email signups. So here is the zero-code, three-step process for getting Claude to generate that highly authentic content for you. First, you upload your voice profile. Second, you feed it that brilliant research outline Gemini just made. And third, you dictate specific hooks and tension loops. Let's actually look at step 1 a bit closer, because if you did this right, I promise you, you will never sound like an AI again. The absolute secret to ensuring Claude rates in your exact natural voice is what we call Voice Profile Alpha. What is it? Well, it's basically a document you create that contains your life story, where you grew up, your career struggles, and transcripts of how you naturally speak day to day. You feed this master file to Claude, and suddenly, Claude isn't just generating generic AI text anymore. It is literally writing with your vocabulary, your cadence, and your unique personality. It's a total game changer. Next up, you need to give Claude structural directives. As we said, you can't just ask for a generic script. You must instruct Claude to write in 30 to 45-second tension release cycles. This is absolutely crucial because it's how you guarantee the script actually holds a viewer's attention. And crucially, you instruct it to write at a 6th grade reading level. Keep it punchy, keep it conversational, and make it incredibly easy for your audience to digest. The ultimate output you want from Claude here is a 2-column table. On the left side, you get your spoken audio script. On the right side, you ask Claude to write out exact text prompts for AI video generators like Midjourney or Sora to create your B-roll visuals. So think about that. Claude is literally handing you a complete production-ready cinematic package, the whole shebang. And that brings us to step 3, polish, publish, and profit. So you've got the script, you've got the visuals, but now you actually need to ensure the algorithm serves your content to the right audience so you can hit that $5,000 a month goal. Listen, there has been a massive shift in how search engines work lately. You need to optimize for the new Gemini-powered Ask YouTube semantic search experience. Search is no longer just about awkwardly stuffing keywords into a title. The search engine is actively looking inside your video. That means your spoken words, your text on screen, and your visuals must perfectly and directly answer a user's highly specific query. To satisfy this new semantic search, you're going to bring Gemini and Claude back together one last time to generate your metadata package. You have them craft titles that hit curiosity gaps, you generate rich meta descriptions, you create perfectly time-stamped video chapters, you can even have them instantly repurpose that exact script into an email newsletter. Just like that, your content is perfectly aligned for maximum search retrieval. Now, how does all this translate to actual money in the bank revenue? Check out this breakdown of lucrative freelance services based on the exact workflow we just built. You could sell content repurposing to businesses for $500 to $2,000 a month per client. You could offer AI automation consulting for up to $200 an hour, or you can become a prompt engineering consultant, charging $150 to $300 an hour, literally just to set up these dual-engine workflows for other companies. I mean, with just a handful of clients, that $5,000 monthly target is easily within reach. And if you need more proof, check out this data from the McKinsey Global Institute. They found that individuals combining AI tools with their own domain expertise earn 40 to 60% more than those using either skill alone. AI is insanely fast, sure, but your unique human taste, your voice profile, and your industry knowledge, that is your true unfair advantage. You aren't replacing yourself, you are multiplying your value. By understanding the distinct architecture of Gemini and Claude, you completely shatter the myth that you have to choose just one AI tool. You now have a unified, data-backed strategy combined with natural, high-retention creation. So I want to leave you with this final, provocative thought. The tools are here, the workflow is proven, and the demand is absolutely massive. Which engine will you start building today? Thanks for joining me on this explainer. Now get out there and start building.